Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to make a kind of an introduction video where I actually just tell you a few facts about me, because I feel like you guys don't really know me. I mean, I just like appeared on YouTube, it seems like, and unless you came from my Instagram, which you might have, because I feel like that's the only place I really share my YouTube channel, you guys probably don't know much about me from there either, other than unless you've been like keeping up with me for years and years and years. But I don't usually do much other than just post photos and like updates, but it's not like I really talk about anything that I'm going through versus like places, you know, like Facebook, where you get more personal. So I decided to make a video getting to know me, so that way you know who I am and know more about me, because there's nothing more like mind-boggling than sitting there wondering like, who is this person that I'm watching? Or now I'm like hooked to this person's channel and I don't know anything about them. I don't know their backstory. I don't know why they chose to start doing this, whatever it might be. And I feel like I can get more connected to their videos once I actually get to know these answers. So I figured I would go ahead and do that for you guys today. So the first thing I want to say is that I am married. I have a baby girl named Sedona, and I have 2 German Shepherds and a cat. My cat's name is Tonto, and my dog's names are Whiskey and Willow. My husband's name's Tony, and I believe I just said my daughter's name's Sedona. So I've been married to my husband since 2016 of October, and we have known each other since like 2000, and I think it's been since 2008. So we never dated back then. We didn't start dating till 2014, but we have been friends, and it's great. It's basically like being married to your best friend, and there's like no drama, no backstories that anyone's missing out on. So it's fantastic. And then we had our daughter in 2019, this past May. So she's 6 months old exactly today while I'm filming this. And she is just so great. She's been the best baby ever. And my family and his family, we're all like super close to each other. So I feel like you'll see a lot of vlogs in the future where you'll just see our families combined, and it's not weird. We're all basically best friends with each other, so it's fantastic. His sister is one of my greatest friends. His mom, and my dad and my sister are all of our greatest friends. It's fantastic. So I have to say we're very, very lucky. And then I have a dog named Sebastian. That's my nephew dog, and you'll probably see him in like the holiday videos. He's a little Shih Tzu. We're really close. My dogs are really close to him, so I can't wait till we see him in the holidays. But anyways, so that's a little background on my family. My husband and I are from the Northern Virginia area, or actually I grew up in the Panhandle of West Virginia, which is like right next to Northern Virginia. I feel like when I tell people that, they don't really know where that Panhandle part is in West Virginia. And so I would say it's like right between Baltimore and DC. Like a lot of people live there and commute to those towns or cities to like go to work and stuff. And then I moved into a town in Virginia as I became an adult with my husband and his family. And then we decided to move on south, and we lived in Savannah, Georgia for almost a year. We did not like living there. We love visiting. We think it's a gorgeous town, but we did not love living there. So then we knew we wanted to be even more south because we hate the cold so much. And we ended up in Florida, and we love living here. And we're so excited to raise a Florida baby. Hopefully she'll be a little beach bum. Well, maybe not a bum, but I guess I don't care. Just like, she'll be beachy. Anyways, the next thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I actually started this YouTube channel like 3 or 4 years ago, and my husband and I wanted to be travel vloggers. This was before we had, I believe it was before we had our dog Willow, and we only had Whiskey and Tonto and each other, and we didn't obviously have any plans of having any babies. And so we made a trip to Costa Rica, and we vlogged the whole thing, which is actually still on my channel, but they're the worst videos ever. They are poorly edited. I didn't even like talk. I like was so freaking awkward in front of the camera, so I was super discouraged, didn't want to do this anymore. I didn't want to take the time to like learn how to do everything the right way, which is all we really needed to do. And I just like didn't talk enough. It was so awkward. Like there were so many cool stories that even if I didn't capture the moments, I felt like I could have recapped on, like when we were zip lining and I got stuck literally in the middle of the zip line and things like that, that I could have just like shared that with you guys, and I didn't do any of it. So I completely failed. And I ended up being discouraged, and plus once we moved to Savannah, we were kind of broke honestly from the move, and we didn't really have any travel plans. So you will see I did do like a random vlog with family. I think it was my sister and her boyfriend, and like on a dolphin tour, and then we did like a beach video. But that was whenever I was like, okay, maybe I just won't talk and I'll just play, you know, music and show things and stuff. And I just felt like that wasn't a way to it's like not what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect to people. That brings me to the next thing, is like, why YouTube? And it's just because I feel like I have a lot of things to say, and it's just an easy place to come and say it to. And with YouTube, I feel like people are a lot more supportive, and they want to collab, and they want to do things together, and they want to like actually support each other, and I love that already. I love the fact that I have friends, like, you know, real-time friends who are watching my videos from back home, and they, you know, they say it's like great, it feels like they're just hanging out with me. And I love that I have new friends that are from here that are, you know, watching my videos, and they're telling me that they switched doing something because of my inspo that I gave them on my video. And strangers that DM me and they're like, yeah, I saw that you did this and I think that's so cool, so now they want to try. And it is so exciting to hear that what I'm actually showing people is doing something, whether it's like the talking about cloth that I bring for a second, or the new, that organic, or that like environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. That's awesome that I have a family member who switched to it, and things like that. So basically I'm just really excited that I'm just really excited to be able to be here and to be able to share this stuff. So another fact about me is I have terrible memory. I'm actually I'm not gonna say I'm dumb, but I'm not the smartest person. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos, but I brain fart like nonstop. I cannot pronounce things. I read like way too slow for, I feel like I just can't read or something, because my mind is constantly going, and I don't take the time to focus. So I feel like that's good because it brings a little bit of humor to my videos naturally. So I will just say, don't feel bad if you laugh and you're like, wow, this girl is so dumb sometimes. Like, I laugh at it too. I get it. It's stupid entertainment, and it's nice. I don't even like to delete that stuff. And believe me, I actually do remove a lot of it because there's so many like moments where I'm just like what am I saying? So I did want to keep a lot of those in also because I want you guys to know that that's genuinely who I am. Another fact about me is that I am not a good baker or a good cook, so you will see during my Vlogmas a few Christmas like dessert things that I'm gonna try, and just random like holiday meals that we usually have, but I'm not very good at it, so they may not come out tasting good. So I feel like this is never gonna be a cooking channel, so if you wanna see cooking recommendations, I would go find someone else to follow. But anyways, I feel like that's something that I should point out, because I swear like every mom always posts like tons of videos that are like cooking and meal prep and stuff, and the only thing I'm good at is making baby purees. And do you know why? Because it is the most simplest thing in the entire world. And I love frozen waffles. If that makes you guys feel better, I can make a really good frozen waffle. So another fact about me is that I actually work full-time in a law firm, but I work remote. So I get to work from home, so I am like a stay-at-home mom, but I'm also a full-time employee for this law firm, and I actually have a side job that is a photography business with my best friend Michaela, who you see in my vlogs probably like every week. I feel like I've had her in one, and I love doing that. We've been doing photography separately, and then we were like, why don't we just like connect our photography together, because one of us can be the assistant and the other one can be the photographer. We both have really good ideas. I feel like she's like the bomb with composition though. Like, she always has like a good vision for that, and I feel like I have more like the vision for like the props and things. So we're like so far a really good team, and it's working out great, and we really want to expand that. And then I have a side gig that's just like another remote job that's like nothing fancy. It's just like something really casual that is like 2 hours every evening that I just do to make extra income. So I am not just a stay-at-home mom. Not that that isn't something that is amazing. I think moms that are just stay-at-home moms are not just that. Like, their work is never done. And so I just like to have some money coming in for myself, because even though my husband works full-time, I have always been like that. I've just always been someone that works, even though I don't sometimes, like now I feel like I definitely need to after having a baby, and Florida's kind of expensive where we live, but as far as like if my husband said I didn't need to work anymore, I probably would still work. I'd rather give him the break because I just feel like I need to do something else other than just being home talking to a baby all day. It's nice to interact with humans even though I'm still home. We have to interact with like our clients and stuff. Just like a random fact is I am a huge coffee and tea addict. I've been trying to cut that out since my pregnancy. I did really end up cutting the majority of that out except for tea. I did like some decaf teas, but then I switched into decaf coffee. Then I got heartburn at the end and I stopped drinking that. Then once I had her, I knew with like pumping and stuff, I didn't want to drink coffee anymore. And then I was drinking like decaf coffee because I like I just couldn't stop. And I have now came back to small amounts of caffeine. So I do drink coffee and tea still. I guess another fact that I could tell you guys is that I really love yoga, and this isn't something that I just like say to be on trend. I've genuinely been a yogi my whole life. Since I was little, my parents, like, we did yoga together in our living room, like little yoga videos like on DVD and stuff. And I've just always been into yoga personally and fitness in general. I used to play sports. I played soccer, and I genuinely wish I was more fit right now, but I feel like I've been trying to balance because I worked out like up until the end of my pregnancy, but then now while pumping, I noticed when I'm like working out a lot, my production isn't as great. So I'm like trying to find the balance and I just can't. So I guess I'm just gonna like not do anything right now that's like intense working out, but I do go to yoga with my baby, and I do try to go to yoga every once in a while with Michaela. Another fact is I've always been like a huge hiker. I grew up in the mountains, so hiking was like a huge thing, but now I'm like super excited to be able to be into like the beach life. I do miss the mountains and I do want to explore more places to hike. So if you have like favorite spots around the world even, but like the country specifically, because that's easier to travel to, give me a little comment down below if your like favorite go-to hiking spot. But I would say that in general, I would believe Costa Rica or somewhere like Hawaii would be like my like best place to live because they have the mountains and the ocean, and that would just be like my ideal dream place. But it's just too far from family, and if it's somewhere where my mom has to fly, then I definitely can't because she's like afraid of flying. So that's something that I was like, okay, we'll just go somewhere where they can like drive to. This one, I feel like if you guys have watched any of my vlogs, you've kind of already caught on to this, but I am, and so is my husband, very big into the environment, and we do not do perfect things at all, but we every day are trying to make small improvements, whether that's learning what can actually be recycled and cutting that out, or just trying to do, you know, get new things that can be like hand-me-down clothes, or, you know, I like always try to thrift shop for Sedona for the most part, and just like changing like the cleaning products the other day and my makeup routine, trying to use things that come in more like glass jars or things that are reusable. We use soap bars and things like that, and then I don't know, we just like are always trying to think of the environment when we make our choices. So we're not perfect. Like every once in a while I'll get a straw from like a fast food place and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I just like ordered this and didn't bring my own cup or whatever, didn't like go inside and fill it, whatever it might be. So I do kind of beat myself up a lot about our bad habits or just whatever it might be. So we are trying, and I hope that my channel can like eventually inspire more people to just be a little bit more cautious about what they're doing to the environment. But I feel like you guys might have already kind of caught on to that from all my vlogs. I swear, if Mia and Tony will watch them back and I'm like, do I always rant about the environment at least once in like every video? I guess another thing that I could share is that I think I like animals a lot more than people. Like even whenever I've gone to like a zoo or something, I feel like this weird feeling that I just have like this soul connection with these animals, and I don't know what it is. I guess I'm like Eliza Thornberry and I feel like I can communicate with them, but I just love wildlife and animals in general and plants. So I definitely just have a really hard time liking people because they're kind of rude and mean, and I'm trying. Like I'm not even a mean person. I can be like jokingly mean and stuff, and I'm like sorry when that comes off bad, but people are just cruel out there. So I don't like, it's just so nice to like come home and like have your people around, like your comfort people, and then you have like your pets. And that's the other thing. My husband and I and my family in general, we are like not big groups of friends people. We are like small circle people. We love having family, not friends. My best friends are all my family. Like, even if you're not related to me, if we become like really good friends, basically where we're actually like hanging out and doing things, you're officially our family, because we love people so much, like on that level, whenever we get to know them. So I don't really like having just like friends that, like, I'm okay with acquaintances and meeting strangers and new people, but I want to be able to trust them and have them in my real circle, you know what I mean? And it's not hard to get in. All you have to do is be you and be genuine and just be like a real nice, down-to-earth person, and not be too sensitive and worried about what other people, like, you know, just be real. Like, don't fake anything with me. Just be a real good person. And I feel like you guys get what I'm saying. So anyways, I hope this video helped you guys get to know me better. I hope that you actually enjoyed watching this one, and now you feel like you actually kind of know me, so when you watch my vlogs coming up, you'll feel like more of a connection with me and not just like, okay, I'm just gonna watch this random girl on here. And I hope to see more people, you know, like interacting on my channel. I would love to, you know, build relationships up with more, you know, YouTubers in general, and build a more YouTube community. I think that this is like the perfect place to just meet people and just like share things and bond. I mean, I love it, and so far I've had really good feedback and really positive experiences since I've been on here, and it's been very short since I've like been back on here. So it's really boosted my confidence with how I like did so bad in the beginning of YouTube, and now I'm like getting back into it and it's like not so bad. So that's always positive. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and keeping up with my videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe if you already have not. Bye guys.